Hello, hello. This is Tara Sage of TaraSageCoaching.com, devoted to helping you live your dreams. And you are watching a special video series that is all about helping you create a life you love so much that you don't need a vacation. You deserve to have the kind of life that inspires you to eagerly get up and out of bed in the morning, don't you think? I certainly do. And the name of this video series is 9 Simple, Powerful Strategies to Accelerate Your Dreams. And one strategy at a time, I am walking you through how to accelerate the realization of your dream life, putting these 9 simple strategies to work for you, one manageable step at a time. So in this video, I am sharing strategy number 5. Now, if you're new to this series or you missed videos outlining strategies 1, 2, 3, and 4, then I recommend you go back and watch those first and then come back to this video and join me again for strategy number 5. Okay? All right. So if you're still with me, let's continue. So here's strategy number 5. Strategy number 5 is be willing to stretch beyond fear, even if just a teensy tiny little bit. Okay? Fear can be your friend. Now here's a quick story. A woman who attended a retreat weekend that I led in Maine a few years back shared that she had been an actor in New York and had asked her acting coach what to do about the fear that she felt every time she got on stage. Now his answer was, get used to it. Now, while some people advocate for the elimination of fear, I think it's very important to remember that brave people are not without fear. Think about it. If they were, what in the world would they need bravery for? Now, here's what sets the driven dreamers apart from the running in place dreamers. Running in place dreamers see fear as the reason to stay put. They believe fear to be a legitimate warning sign. So they buy into the false belief that if you're uncomfortable, that must mean it's not the right time, or it's a sign from the universe that it's the wrong thing to do. And this is just plain old not true, and absolutely a self-sabotaging thought pattern. It is a textbook trick of the ego mind that, if you buy into it, will keep you playing small and keep you waiting for someday. And sadly, until you break out of this belief pattern, someday never comes. So what driven dreamers do is they breathe into it and they do it anyway. Now there's a quote by Fritz Perls, who was a German-born psychotherapist, and he said, "Fear is excitement without the breath." And I absolutely love that, and I remind myself of it often. Now, what that means is that the less breath you feed your fear, the bigger your fear gets. So, big, easy breaths really are an antidote to fear. You got that? So each and every breath is literally an opportunity to transform fear into excitement about what's possible. So knowing that, why not take a breath right now? right? Each and every breath is literally an opportunity to decide to go from a place of limitation to a place of expansion and to move into truly living from a place of possibility, right? Now, I can't resist getting on my soapbox just for a moment here. There is a common sentiment that I have heard a lot in the coaching industry that says, eliminate the fear. Rah, rah, eliminate the fear. Now, in my opinion, that really is nonsense advice. I believe quite the opposite is true. My philosophy is that fear isn't something to get rid of, but rather it's something to embrace as normal and as a critically important part of the expansion and transformation process. So a big mistake that I see people making is denying, ignoring, or demonizing their fear. And that's the worst thing you can do, because resisting it makes it stronger. So unless you're being chased by a tiger, running from it ultimately won't be what serves you best. So just imagine for a moment how your life would change if you really came to see fear, rather than a reason to retreat, as evidence that you are absolutely headed in the right direction, as evidence to keep going. How do you imagine that would impact your life? Now, back to the advice of that acting coach, get used to it, while admittedly not very warm and fuzzy, is terrific advice for facing fear's persistent presence. Fear can certainly be minimized and it can be managed, but it is not going to disappear altogether. Sorry. Those who wait for fear to go away before getting on stage will always be in the audience or on the bench watching as others intentionally craft the life that they dream of. Now, while these might be front row seats and they might feel safe and comfy for a while, eventually it gets downright boring and uninspiring to always be a spectator. Now, it doesn't have to be this way. There are proven step-by-step techniques that support managing your fears, integrating them, and ideally even welcoming them. And that's something I teach. I coach with people who are willing and eager to go beyond their fears and really discover just how expansive and capable they are. And the fact that you're watching tells me that you are ready to step out, to stretch, even if just a teensy tiny bit beyond your fear, so that one step at a time, you too star in your own life story, whatever that means to you. So the question really is, are you willing to stretch? Let me know in the comments below. Are you willing to stretch? In this right now present moment, I invite you to consider, what commitment do you need to make to yourself right now on behalf of your dreams? What would support throughout this process be worth to you? So if you're ready to do the work and you know you want this kind of support, then I invite you to check out my signature program. It's called the Dream Acceleration Program, And you can see all the details at www.dreamaccelerationprogram.com. And if you review the program details and you have questions, you will see that there's a link to schedule a call with me so that we can connect one-to-one to get those questions answered and determine if in fact this is the right program for you. Okay, so again, the link to go to for all the details is dreamaccelerationprogram.com. All right. So to recap, strategy number 5, be willing to stretch beyond fear, even if only just a teensy tiny little bit. Okay. Now I will be back tomorrow with Dream Acceleration strategy number 6 and number 7. It's going to be a twofer. And the next two really take things to a new height. So be sure to tune in and watch where I'll be sharing both Dream Acceleration strategy number 6 and Dream Acceleration strategy number 7. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.